Donald Trump floated the unconstitutional idea of loosening libel laws yet again in a meeting this week. Watch.
Happens. On a separate front, we are going to take a strong look at our country's libel laws so that when somebody says something that is false and defamatory about someone, that person will have meaningful recourse in our courts. If somebody says something that's totally false and knowingly false, that the person that has been abused, defamed, libeled, will have meaningful recourse. Our current libel laws are a sham and a disgrace and do not represent American values or American fairness. So we're going to take a strong look at that. We want fairness. You can't say things that are false, knowingly false, and be able to smile as money pours into your bank account. We're going to take a very, very strong look.
He just said that this week. He just said that. Where are all the right-wing free speech warriors? Where are they? Because they pretend like they're the, hey, that's our main issue. What are you fucking talking about? Of course. Paul Joseph Watson and Ben Shapiro and Steven Crowder. Free speech is what we care about. Fucking dumb college kids, snowflakes with the purple hair, assholes. Get over it. You're supposed to fucking crack down on people who say things you don't like. This is President Snowflake here. This is President Social Injustice Warrior. He said he wants to open up the libel laws, take a strong look at our libel laws. You couldn't, if Obama said the exact same thing that Trump just said right there, they would act like he's the biggest tyrant on the planet. Look, this fucking president wants to, when Fox News says something that Obama doesn't like, Obama is talking about loosening the libel laws to crack down on them. How dare he? How tyrannical. He's against free speech. He's against the First Amendment. Even if Fox News says something that's not true against Obama, he just doesn't have the right to crack down on them legally, because that would be against our Constitution. You can see the arguments now. And by the way, that'd be correct. I don't give a fuck if they call the president of the United States a Kenyan, a Marxist. Remember when they said he did a terrorist fist jab with his wife when he did a pound? Those are disgusting, defamatory comments. But look, you have to prove damages in a case like that. What are the damages? A bunch of far-right idiots happen to believe that now? They were inclined to believe a bunch of bullshit anyway, so he shouldn't have been able to sue them for libel and win. Nor did he even try to, because he's an adult. He's an adult. He goes, yeah, there are going to be people who are hack actors here who say false things about me. Whatever. But Trump, oh my God, the book, I'm triggered by this book. I need a safe space from a book that portrays me in a negative light. We need to open up our libel laws. I want to be able to sue them. I gotta sue them. I hate free speech. I hate free speech. Biggest snowflake. Remember, I keep making this point, but I make it because it's really important. He sued Bill Maher over a joke. He threatened to sue The Onion over a satire article. That's who we're talking about here. If you thought you were voting for somebody who's pro-free speech, I'm not sure there's ever been a president that's been more hostile to free speech. And then this is how you know he's an idiot also. He's incapable of flipping the standard onto himself. So what do I mean by that? Well, he's talking about, we got to open up our libel laws, man. People can't say these knowingly false things. I mean, that's crazy. Hey, jackass, you just argued on the campaign trail that maybe Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK. I'm not kidding about it. That's what he argued. That's what he said. So this is how you know he's a clown. He's incapable of going, all right, now what would happen if we actually loosen the libel laws? Let me flip that back on myself. Well, when you argue maybe Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK, or you repeatedly said Obama wasn't born in the United States, and you floated a conspiracy theory that Joe Scarborough murdered somebody who used to work for him, these are all things he did. Well, then you would probably be the first person. You'd have 33 libel lawsuits lined up against you if you were to go down that path. But he doesn't think about it because he's a moron. He's a selfish moron. He doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. That it's the slipperiest of all slippery slopes. You think you're going to go after fake news? Well, what happens when the fake news they go after is actually the fake news? Like when you said, there were 3 million or 5 million undocumented immigrants that voted. That's such bullshit that the Trump administration just had to admit that in a court filing. They were like, yeah, anyway, we looked for evidence. There's none of it anyway. It's like, wait, what? So you just admitted that your big thing, 3 to 5 million. We would have won by even more if it wasn't for crooked Hillary Clinton. 3 to 5 million illegals voting for her. In a court proceeding, they admitted, yeah, that's not true. So what happens when you say, oh, let's, open up the libel laws. Let's legally crack down on fake news. You would be the first on the list. Fox News, the show you love, would be first on the list. All they do is spread fake news. So he doesn't realize, he doesn't think like, oh shit, this could actually be used against me. The hallmark of an idiot that's what that is. The hallmark. I mean, that's so, you didn't think about that? Listen, that's the first thing I thought about when you have like the story coming out of France, well, fake news and the Google algorithms, like, oh, well, we're going to fucking take things that are fake news and push them down the list and suppress that information. What did I say? I came out here and said, sure, maybe you suppress some WorldNet Daily stuff and some Alex Jones stuff, but guess what? They're going to look at new media on the left, and even when we say true shit, they're going to go, put that at the bottom. I mean, hey, these are Bernie bros who are saying the DNC rigged the process against Bernie. That's true. But they're going to say that's fake news. Put that. So this is what happens. They're going to take outlets that are independent outlets, alternative outlets, and they're going to fucking push them down the list, and they're going to suppress the information, and you're going to have Truth Out and Truth Dig and Alternate and myself, and we're going to be treated the same as if we're fucking Alex Jones. But President Dipshit doesn't even realize that if you open up the libel laws or you crack down on fake news, it could directly go after his shit. So what's my take on it? I've said it from the beginning. You guys know this. I'm a free speech absolutist. You let it all out there, the free marketplace of ideas. And there are people who say, oh, that doesn't work. Really? Go look at what happened with the tiki torch dipshits. They were out there marching with their tiki torches, screaming white lives matter and Jews will not replace us. The very next rally, there were like a dozen tiki torch assholes and thousands of counter-protesters. So that's all you need. You just need the free marketplace of ideas and policies. And then what happens is the good ideas typically kick the ass of the bad ideas. And yes, the more people see Alex Jones, more people are going to be turned off by him than go, oh, I think he makes sense. So yeah, let his stuff out there. Don't push it down. Don't suppress it. By the same token, sure, some people will fall for it, but that's the price you pay for freedom. That's always going to happen. And chances are, if you suppress the information, that might even make it more powerful. Because then when people find it festers underground, it bubbles underground. So there's a chance that happens too. So I wouldn't even though Trump says bullshit all the time, like Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK, I don't want him to be sued over that and to lose the case. I don't care. He says false shit. We can correct him on it without having legal action. You want the courts jammed up with people with hurt feelings on both sides of the aisle saying, you said something that's not true and defamatory. Okay, fucking get over it. You know how much bullshit is spewed about me out there? That people have no clue what the fuck they're talking about? I don't want to take them to court. I don't give a fuck. Say whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter. But little snowflake bitch, safe space asshole Donald Trump is like, oh, you loosen up the libel laws. But only when I don't like shit. I'm going to sue you for it. If you sue me for it, no, that's bad. Then I don't want that. I want to sue you for it though. Snowflake loser.